I want to talk to you about 10 banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income. So here's a review I really want you to pay attention to. The first bank here is American Express National Bank. And so if you have a new LLC, you can actually borrow anywhere from $3,500 to $75,000 from American Express National Bank without proof of income. Now, the only caveat is that with American Express, you need to actually be a current, let's say, account holder or current client to actually have this sort of capability, because they will send you some kind of information and not a problem at all. So you need to have an existing relationship to kind of qualify. But the potential is there. $3,500 to $75,000 without proof of income. If you are a new LLC, not a problem at all. And basically here, in terms of APR, you are looking at 7% all the way to 20% for 6, 12, 24, or 36 months. And the cool thing is that American Express is actually an online bank, if you want to look at it that way. So you can apply online or over the phone, not a problem. But you have to apply through your account, through your existing American Express account. So either you have an American Express credit card, or you are a customer for the travel services or other stuff, or on the personal side or on the business side. So that's the first bank that I want you to really pay attention to. The second bank that you might be interested in is PNC. And with PNC will actually approve a new LLC without proof of income. And so the loan amounts here go from $20,000 all the way to $100,000. But you got to have an existing relationship with PNC. And the PNC wants you to be with them for at least 18 months before you apply for this business loan, and they will approve you without proof of income. In other words, they will look at your existing relationship with them and they will actually approve you. And here you have a streamlined application and decisioning process. No collateral required. This is really good. And so this is unsecured though. And the window, the repayment window here goes from 2 to 5 years. The APR 7% all the way to 15%. So this is a great thing. Now, if you want to collateralize the loan, you can have actually a secured small business loan. Here, PNC will actually approve you all the way to $1 million. So $100,000 all the way to $1 million. This is just fantastic. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. In today's conversation, I'm going to talk to you about the 10 banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy the show. The third bank that approves a new LLC without proof of income is U.S. Bank. And U.S. Bank when we think about U.S. Bank, there are several types of business loans that you can be approved for and without proof of income. But you got to be with U.S. Bank for at least 1 year. So your LLC must be with U.S. Bank for at least 1 year. Not your LLC, but you yourself as an individual, because your LLC is obviously new, right? So U.S. Bank wants you to have that relationship for at least 12 months. So basically you have, with the U.S. Bank, you have all types of business loans, but the one that you will really want to go after is called the U.S. Bank Quick Loan. Here you can have your LLC, your new LLC could be approved for up to $250,000, $250,000. This is kind of cool. You can use the cash for a lot of things. So we're talking about $5,000 all the way to $250,000. Fantastic. And you have flexible terms up to 84 months and no proof of income, but you have to have an existing relationship with the U.S. Bank for at least 18 months. The fourth bank that you want to try is Truist. Truist Bank is kind of cool for you. If you are a new LLC and you're looking for a business loan with no proof of income, here you can actually borrow up all the way to $100,000. And you have up to 60 months and not a problem, no proof of income, but you got to be with Truist for at least 2 years on the personal side. So you can be with Truist we can have a personal checking account with Truist, not a problem at all. And this is kind of cool. And even if you were with a Truist predecessor, that's fine too. BB&T or SunTrust, they will approve you, not a problem. So 60 months, that's the maximum here. And you can apply online. You can apply at a branch, not a problem. And one thing I want to say also is that you also have the ability to choose the length of your loan. And you can even you can pre-qualify for this loan online without any problem. And so you can have a soft pull, so you're not going to have a hard pull here. And what we love about Truist in general is that in addition to the unsecured business loans. You also can have secure business loans. You can have small business auto loans. You can have small business commercial vehicle and equipment loan. You have all kinds of loans that you can avail yourself of through Truist. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about 10 banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income. Another bank that is friendly to new LLCs is TD Bank. And TD Bank is kind of cool because TD Bank will approve you if you have been with them for 12 months. And TD Bank will approve you all the way to $250,000 without proof of income if you have been with them for 12 months minimum. So 12 months, that's the threshold you gotta clear if you want to get this new LLC business loan. And you can use this loan for a lot of things. You can use a loan for equipment or vehicles, expansion or renovation. You can get it as a lump sum working capital. And so basically now, if you want to collateralize partially or fully the loan, TD Bank will actually approve you from all the way to $1 million. This is kind of cool. So you have 3 to 5 years amortization. Fantastic. And TD tends to release funds real quick though. I mean, this is kind of cool. The only problem is TD is geo restricted. So if you're not in their geography, you will not qualify. The other bank I want to talk to you about, that's Capital One. And Capital One is kind of cool because Capital One is friendly to new LLCs, and you don't have to have proof of income. If you've been with Capital One for at least 24 months, that's the minimum for you to actually qualify for this new LLC business loan without proof of income. And Capital One is a very generous lender. Capital One can approve you all the way to $10 million. Obviously, if you're a new LLC, you're not going to get anywhere to $1 million or $10 million. You might get $100,000, but it's still good anyway. Okay. But you got to be with Capital One for at least 2 years. You got to have a business checking accounts. And so the 2 years thing, you got to have a personal savings account also. And what we love about Capital One in general is that Capital One is really fast. Capital One has this hybrid sort of structure where you have an online bank, but also a bank with physical brick and mortar branches. So you have the ability to apply online, or you have the ability to actually just walk into a branch if you're lucky to be in the vicinity of a Capital One branch, to actually go and sit down with a banker and really have a conversation about your new LLC business needs. Fantastic. Another bank you might want to try if you're looking for a new LLC, like a loan without proof of income, is Fifth Third Bank. So Fifth Third Bank actually Fifth Third Bank wants you to be with them for at least 15 months before you can qualify for this new LLC business loan without proof of income. And you can use the cash for a lot of things. So basically, we're talking about unsecured business loans, of course. A maximum loan amount here is $100,000. $100,000, you can qualify for that, not a problem. You can use the cash to finance new purchases. You can refinance existing loans or lines of credit. You can fund capital expenditures. You can actually cover fixed operational costs. You can purchase, expand, renovate, remodel, or construct owner-occupied real estate. Fantastic. But if you say, you know what, I want a larger loan amount, then you might have to, you will need to collateralize part of the loan. And Fifth Third actually also offers, they also offer secured term loans. It's just fantastic. Another loan that I want you to really be aware of is Citizens Financial. So Citizens Financial is really also friendly to new LLCs, and you got to be with Citizens Financials for 36 months. If you are with Citizens Financials if you've been with them for 36 months, 3 years minimum, basically you can get a new LLC loan without proof of income. And the loan amount will actually go all the way to $250,000. You can get that loan within 2 to 3 days. Really, really fast. But you got to have that relationship either at the personal level or at the business level for at least 36 months. And what we love here is that, you know, the Citizens Financial is really flexible in terms of customer service. You can apply online. You can apply over the phone. You can apply at a branch. But Citizens also has the same situation that TD has. In other words, those banks are really, really, really geo-restricted. So they are available in a couple of states. And so if you're lucky, fine, you can apply. But if you're not lucky, then you have to look for another lender. What we love about Citizens is that you can get all the way to $250,000. But if you apply online, you can only get $150,000. But if you apply at the branch, they can extend the limit to $250,000 for you. But they are very, very friendly. It's just fantastic. We love Citizens. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about top 10 banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income. Another bank I want to share with you here is KeyBank. So KeyBank is really cool also to new LLCs, and KeyBank will approve your new LLC without proof of income if you have been with them for 18 months. 18 months, that's actually the threshold that KeyBank looks at before approving you. And here with KeyBank, you can get a business term loan for your new LLC all the way to $500,000. So KeyBank is really generous in that sense, because $500,000 for a new LLC, this is really, really a lifesaver. And obviously you're not going to get close to that, but again, the potential is there. The minimum loan amount is $10,000, the maximum $500,000. So you're looking at a repayment window of 12 to 84 months. This is really good. And we love the fact that the APR is around 7% all the way to 17%. So this is kind of fantastic. And KeyBank is a larger bank than TD Bank or Citizens. So you have more chances of qualifying regardless of where you are located. So this is kind of cool. And so besides business term loans, you have business real estate borrowing also that's possible. You have SBA loans also. So just fantastic. Another bank I want to share with you here is Regions Bank. So Regions is really cool also when it comes to new LLC loans without proof of income. And Regions will actually will qualify you without proof of income if you have been with them for 24 months. 2 years, that's the threshold that Regions goes by before approving all new LLC business loans without proof of income. And so we're talking here about all kinds of loans though. So you have, for example, and by the way, they will approve you all the way to $1 million. And going back to what I said, if you are a new LLC, you're not going to get $1 million. If you're lucky, you might get $100,000, but it's great. And when we talk about the relationship you should establish with the Regions, of course, it's not just being with them for 2 years. They have to look at your transactional inflows and outflows, your cash inflows and outflows to determine the volume of your revenue flows, to see what kind of revenue we're talking about at the personal level before we talk about the business level. This is really important. So I just shared with you our top 10 banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income. Now I want to share with you 4 other banks that have flexible eligibility requirements. In other words, those are banks that are really flexible. It's not 100% new LLC, but they could still approve you. They might ask for one proof of income, or they might ask for a business plan or projected financial statements, but it's still good anyway. So you have M&T Bank. So M&T is kind of cool in that sense, because M&T will actually qualify you from $10,000 all the way to $100,000. So this is unsecured, so no collateral is required. This is kind of cool. So if you have a new LLC, and but you have to be with the bank M&T Bank for 36 months. Again, when I talk about being with the bank for 36 months, it also means that you have been either a business customer or a personal customer, an individual customer, a retail customer, that is. So $10,000 to $100,000, 36 months, that is. And so with M&T Bank, you have a constellation of business loans. You have term loans, you have secured term loans, unsecured business installment loans, you have commercial real estate loan, investment real estate loan. You have all kinds of loans that you can apply for if you go with M&T Bank. This is kind of cool. And one thing I love here is that you have to understand, M&T Bank is really flexible in terms of working with all kinds of LLCs. You also have another bank that we love a lot. That's Huntington Bank. And with Huntington, you can do a lot of stuff too. Huntington will approve you all the way to $250,000, but you have to be with them for 12 months minimum. And Huntington is it's really cool, and you are able to finance assets and real estates. And you can do a lot of things. You can do some installment loans, regular loans, all kinds of loans. But with Huntington, it's better to call customer service first, so that you have a clear idea what they have available now. So their number is 800-480-2001. 800-480-2001. So they're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. So give them a call and talk to them, and they'll see how they can hook you up before you do anything. So if you're a new LLC, it's always good to cultivate a relationship before you can initiate any lending decision. Two other banks that actually are flexible when it comes to approving a new LLC without proof of income are Santander first. I'll talk about Santander. So when you think about Santander, I want you to think about a bank that is predominantly on the eastern coast of the states and Florida, of course. And so you can actually borrow all the way to $1 million. And if you secure the loan, if you do not secure it, then you're going to have to borrow a maximum loan amount of $100,000. Now, Santander wants you to be with them for 24 months. 24 months, this is the threshold by which Santander will go by. And when we talk about the loan, any loan you get through Santander, you can get a term of up to 10 years. Really, really great. You can use the cash for anything you think about. You can grow your business so you can expand your operation by investing in it strategically. You can finance equipment, for instance, so you can pay for essential tools, equipment, and vehicles. And you can increase working capital. For example, you can improve your short-term liquidity. It's all about making sure that you have the necessary wherewithals to finance your operation. So Santander will work with you with your new LLC, not a problem. Another bank I want to share with you here is First Citizens. So when we talk about First Citizens, we're talking about a bank that is really fantastic in terms of approving new LLCs without proof of income. So here you have the ability to have business loans, SBA term loans. You can have. So when we talk about business loans, you are able to buy, refinance, build, or expand a facility, restructure debt, finance equipment. You can make leaseholder improvements. You can access working capital. You can do all kinds of things. Fantastic. What we love about First Citizens Bank is the fact that they are very flexible. They will work with you. They will actually first see what kind of relationship you have with them, and they will approve you if you have a minimum relationship with them for at least 12 to 24 months. Okay. And this is kind of great. But they are flexible though. I mean, if you have been with them for a shorter period of time, but you do have some consequential, cash inflows from time to time, they will work with you. It's all about establishing a relationship, but it's also making sure that if you are a new LLC and you do not have proof of income, at least you are financially secure on the personal side. In other words, maybe your credit score is safe or your financial situation is just positive. Like you can't just have too many negatives. So this is kind of fine. But overall, so those are the top 10 business banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income, and the 4 banks that have flexible requirements when it comes to approving a new LLC without proof of income. Quickly want to recap here. So we spoke to you about the top 10 banks that approve a new LLC without proof of income. And so quickly here, we have American Express National Bank. Great. You have PNC. You have US Bank. You have here Truist Bank. You have TD Bank. You have a Capital One, Fifth Third Bank. You have a First Citizens. First of all, you have Citizens Financial. You have Key Bank. You have Regions Bank, and there are 4 institutions that are kind of flexible. It's not like 100% no income, but they're flexible. And those are M&T Bank, Huntington Bank, Santander Bank, and First Citizens Bank. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.